sorry, we just had a few seconds of glitch there. But we're live again. It's Saturday, it's 3 o'clock, and we've kind of made it like a precedent that we're going to come live every Saturday, isn't it? So now, today, as we've been putting up for the last one and a half week, that we have somebody very special live. And I'm right here in our kitchen, in a workshop, in Andheri, and you know, she's just beaming and jumping and ready to go. So let me bring her into the frame and let me introduce her. I am sure she doesn't need much introduction, but even then, let me do that. Let me get the pleasure of doing that. So Ruhee, do you want to come in, like run in?
No. Can I have an intro, please?
Yes. So okay, let's do an intro for her. So today we have Ruhee Bhimani, who does lovely workshops in Andheri, Lokhandwala, for chocolates, cakes, different sort of items, you know, all those yummy things which you're not supposed to eat, but then they're really tempting, those sort of items. So today she's going to do something very special for us, but along with that she's going to do a lot of question answers. So all you people who are tuned in right now can start sending their questions right away, or just saying how lovely she's looking, because she's looking very beautiful as well. So let's introduce and let's welcome Ruhee into the frame and let's get her started.
Yay! Hello everybody, I'm Ruhee, and thank you for the lovely introduction, Akansha. It's a pleasure having you at the workshop, yeah. And I'm really looking forward to a lovely workshop with all you guys. This is for the very first time that we are going live on Facebook, and I hope you enjoy what you're doing today, yeah?
It all looks very yummy already here. So
Yes.
what are we doing today?
So I've done a lot of preps for you guys already. Line by line, I'll show you everything as we go ahead. All right. So are you guys excited or no? Are we seeing more lives? Can we see more
Yes,
people online?
oh,
yes,
I
we
see
can.
so many people online. So
Oh,
you know there are
sweet.
people already commenting.
Yes.
So we should. Shall we get going with
Oh, definitely,
this?
Let's
You
go
know,
ahead.
surprise of an item.
Yes. So people, stay tuned to Storified, and we'll get our workshop just right now going on. Yeah. All right, Akansha. First thing that I would want you to do is tie your hair.
Okay, I will tie
Okay.
my hair and I will go out and get it done.
Yes, please. Tie your hair. Guys, hygiene is very important. You don't want your clients having your hair strands. No extra protein there, please. Sorry. All right. And Akansha, since you are planning to assist me, I would want you to grab this apron. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Here I
And
So I'm going to have Facebook open as well,
Okay.
so we can keep, you know, track of all the comments which come in, and we can just keep, you know,
Yep.
answering them as we go along as well.
Sounds good.
So here is my apron. Let's get it started.
Yes.
And let's get rolling.
Yay! Yippee! Alright, another thing that I would like to see is your nails.
My nails. Why
Yes.
my nails? Look at Ruhi's nails. They're like absolutely chopped off, you know. It's like
Yes.
just brutal to do that to any girl, isn't it? But
I know. But this is how we live, and this is how chefs live.
yes, yeah.
Okay, you have to help me
I
tie
will.
it. Definitely, sweetheart. Alright, you look all geared up now to start off.
Yay!
Yes.
I love baking, but I
Yes.
get clearing up after that.
Yes.
So here are my nails. Look, they're too long. I know.
That's okay.
Just
We'll manage for
We'll
today.
manage for today, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Okay.
So let's get started.
Alright, so we'll get started with Brookies. I can see a couple of questions popping up. Can we do a little bit of a basic work? Like, can we work on what is the basics to baking? Anyone? I think I'm getting a lot of questions here. If you can just help me,
I will.
So what we'll do is we have like a 10-minute session, 10-15-minute session of the basics to baking, and then we'll go ahead with doing the demo. Is that okay?
Guys, I know that some of you can't hear. So the thing with Facebook Live at times is that you have to put in your headphones and then you can hear it very well. So, you know, just try doing that. Okay, just pop in your headphones and you will hear us more clearly, because we are really shouting and we cannot be any more louder than this. So let's get going. Okay?
I think I can be a little more louder than this. Can you hear me, guys? Just leave a message. Can you hear me now?
We should.
Can you hear me, guys? Missing a lot of
Yes.
Yes? Can't hear. Okay.
So, guys, just pop in your headphones and you'll be fine. Okay? Right. Let's get going.
Okay. Any questions regarding the basics of baking? Anyone?
Any questions on basics?
Okay. Let us go through the basics of baking. So what are the prerequisites or what are the essentials or what are the things that you need to take care of when you are baking? Can I get some answers then in the comments, please?
So any sort of, anybody knows any basics? Anybody wants to tell us what is the most basic thing which you should do when you're cooking or baking? So let's get started.
Okay, cool. So the first thing is that you need to scale your ingredients. As you're seeing here, what I have done is I've scaled everything and I've kept it differently. That's A. B is you need to preheat your oven. Very, very essential.
Shall we go and put the oven on?
No, we're just having a question answer round. So maybe after 10 minutes we'll go. As soon as we start with the breads, we preheat the oven. Okay. The other thing is that your time is inversely proportional to your temperature, which means higher the time, lesser the temperature. Sometimes I'm sure a lot of you complain that maybe our loaf is not baked. So what do? So what you can do is you can reduce the temperature and increase the time of baking. Alright, make sense?
Okay.
So what happens is internally the cake cooks. What happens is when you are cooking in any loaf tin, the surrounding gets cooked and the internal part remains hot. So to cook that, you reduce the temperature and increase the time of baking. Okay. There are a lot of people who generally complain that our loaf rises and suddenly falls flat, right?
Yeah.
That happens because of excessive baking powder or baking soda.
Okay.
So what you need to do is ideally reduce it and you'll be good to go.
Okay.
Any more queries that we have today? Guys, are you all posting any queries?
Let's see. We still have some people saying can't hear. Guys, you really need to pop in your headphones on your phones or in your laptop and you'll be able to hear us very well. So we have Palak saying that you should keep your eggs at room temperature.
Very essential.
And you should also assemble all things at one place.
Brilliant.
Accurate measurements are necessary.
Perfect.
Also, how
Rutu. Very nice, Rutu.
Yes, Zareen is asking that how do you check if the baking powder is fresh or if the baking soda is fresh? How do you check?
Brilliant. So what we'll do is we'll do a short video on that to check the baking powder and the baking soda. We'll do it elaborately a little later. Is that
yes? Okay.
Okay.
So Zareen will do it right after this live. At the end of this live, we'll do a very short video and then you can have a look how to check it. Okay? So we have Devani asking, why do cakes sink in the center?
I think I just did that. It can be due to various reasons also. You might just end up opening your oven big time in between baking. Okay, so that can also be one of the reasons. Another thing is you need to check your recipe. Your recipe needs to be absolutely well balanced, yes?
Okay, so we have Swati now saying that my cakes and cupcakes get a bit harder on the top while baking in the oven, but it is very spongy inside. Please tell the reason.
Okay. What you have to do is work with your baking time and temperature. So what you can reduce is you can reduce your temperature a bit, or maybe you can change where you're putting your cupcakes. It can be in the middle rack. So what you do is try putting it in the lowest rack so that there is no direct heat. The coil heat does not directly get onto your cupcake. I hope I've answered that, yeah?
Okay. So we have Palak now asking that she always gets confused with cup measurements. So how do you fix a cup?
Okay. So various cups have cup measurements. Okay. Now the ones that I use at my workshop. Okay. So one cup is around 200 ml. There are cups which are 250 ml also. So what you have to do is you have to check the recipe of the person, of whoever cookbook or the person who taught you. You need to check the recipe of one cup is how many ml. Yeah.
Okay. So we have Sapna saying that please teach an eggless recipe. So Sapna, today's recipe is 100% eggless. So we hope you love the brookies and you can try them out tonight itself maybe. So, Trupti is asking how to know that the cake is baked without doing the toothpick test.
Okay. It's a bit risky. I wouldn't want you to try this. But what we do is, over a period of time after baking, we just slightly open the door and we just check it. We understand from the springiness of the cake whether it is baked or not. And what you can do is, after over a period of time, once you keep baking, you will exactly know the time and the temperature at which you need to bake. Yeah. So don't put your hand in right now. You can insert the skewer right now. Maybe a little later on you can try that. Yeah.
So we finally have somebody saying that when you put your headphones on, you can hear. So thank you guys. Put your headphones on and listen to us. Also, Lavisha is asking why cakes become crumbly.
Why cakes become crumbly? Crumbly is what she's asking.
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I need to see your recipe for that. I don't know what you're baking, but it can also be because of the mixing part, or it could also be because of your baking. It's not right. Yeah. So probably we can check on that.
So Ruhee, people are saying you need to be louder than me because they can hear me, but they can't hear you.
Okay. Guys, can you hear me now? Say yes. Can y'all hear me now?
I think so. Can you guys hear Ruhee? Okay, anyway, so we have somebody asking that the eggs smell even after baking, though the measured quantity is as per recipe. Why is it? I even add vanilla essence even then.
What you need to do is, when you're working with your eggs, make sure first that your eggs are absolutely fresh. Second thing that you're going to do is you're going to add essence to your eggs. And make sure you're using good quality essence or an extract.
Okay, alright.
Are we done with all the queries right now?
I think we should start doing the Brookies now.
Okay.
So, you know, we can...
Okay guys, we're going to start off with the procedure of Brookies now. Alright? I hope I've answered most of your queries. What you can also do is, just in case you want to ask me more, you can leave a comment here. You can ask Akansha. She can always forward me the questions. You can post the questions on Facebook and I'll answer it as and when possible. Yes.
I think we have a very good last question which says, how can we convert an egg recipe into eggless?
Brilliant. Okay. Now, understand one thing. There is no direct substitution to your eggs. Alright. Certain recipes we can work with curds. Certain recipes we work with buttermilk. Alright. So there varies a recipe. Sometimes we work with milkmaid. So there's no one particular set, or there is no like a direct substitutions. You need to do trial and error when you do these kind of substitutions.
Okay, and one last question, which is because it's related to brownie batter. So Palak is asking, what is the difference in a brownie batter and a cake batter?
Brilliant, brilliant. That's a very good question. So what I'll do is, to answer this query, let me tell you a small story. Can we start with Brookies?
Yes, okay. I'm excited for that.
Alright guys, can y'all hear me? Say yes if y'all can hear me, so I can start off with Brookies, yeah?
So guys, we can only be this close to the camera. So we're going to get started with the recipe now and we hope you love it.
Thank you. Right, guys, all the recipes that I do at the workshop are completely eggless, simply because I love eggless. And trust me, they turn out really yum, okay? We will be discussing the shelf life of the product as well towards the end of the video. So let me get started, okay? Brookie is a brilliant recipe and it's a creation wherein a brownie is in form of a sandwich, okay? So you have a biscuit layer down, you have this nice gooey dense brownie, and you have a cookie crumble on top. In this way we make the brookie. Now you don't want the brookies to be very, very thick. You want the brookies to be nice, thin and gooey. Okay? Now these brookies can be stored for a good 2 weeks at room temperature. So they make an amazing gifting product. Okay guys? Okay. Now coming back to the story of brownies. I'm sure a lot of people know. Do you all know the story of brownies? Do we have any?
I don't know the story of brownie.
No?
No.
So it so happened that once there was a kingdom and the king, he won a war. Okay? So he was on his way back and there was this new pastry chef who was there and he told the chef, bake me the bestest cake ever. Now this chef was absolutely new. super duper excited, he ran to the kitchen. He measured and weighed all the ingredients, alright? And he whipped and whisked and he put everything to bake. He was waiting for the baking time. He was like, okay, now it will rise, now it will rise. But the cake batter didn't rise. He was absolutely disappointed. And he understood that he's forgotten to add the baking powder. So what he did was, now this chap was super smart, okay? He went to the emperor and he said, Your Majesty, I present to you the bestest cake ever. He presented the cake to the king and the king absolutely loved it. Okay, that's how the brownies came into existence. Okay, now,
Wow.
Okay, now let me tell you, this is not a true story. This is just for you to remember.
This is something that we just made up right at the moment, which I love my creativity, you know. And that's why I'm waiting to see the Brookies. Come on, Ruhee, I'm so hungry.
So now listen up. So the idea is that your brownie batter does not have baking powder. However, your cake batters, they do have baking powder. I hope I've answered the query what Palak asked.
Yes.
Was that Palak? I don't really remember, but that's the difference. Okay. So now, what we're going to do is we have three elements in Brookies. One is the biscuit base. You have the dense brownie, and on top we have the cookie crumble. Okay. So what we will do is we'll start with the biscuit layer first. Are you going to help me now?
Yes,
Can we get to work?
Yes,
Okay,
we
guys.
can.
So I'm going to tell you all the ingredients. Okay, focus. So we have this NutriChoice biscuit or digestive biscuit that we get in the market, and what we have done is we've given it obis. Okay, so that it forms the crumble that we need. Okay. Second thing that we have is the butter. Okay, it's so hot that the butter is almost melted, but we do need more softened butter than this, which we're going to microwave. Okay, and the third is we need sifted icing sugar. Guys, please make sure that your icing sugar is nice and sifted. You really don't want lumps in your base. Yes? Can we get started, sweetheart?
Yes.
Can you
So, can I repeat it? We have biscuit base, we have some butter, and we have some icing sugar. Okay? So, I'm going to go melt this butter while Ruhee talks to you further.
Alright. Any more queries that I can see here? Any more questions, guys, that I can help you all with? Oh my god, the fantastic comments. Well, it's getting hanged around. There's so many messages that we are getting. Guys, I hope you all are enjoying it. Can you all hear me now? Guys, can you all hear me? Okay. What we have here is we have a beautiful, beautiful tray. Okay. Now, whenever you're doing brookies, you would want something which can easily come off. Okay. Now, see this? This can easily come off. So, this is something called as a loose bottom tin. Alright. Can you all see this, guys? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to butter the tray. So, Tansha is going to help me with this. Okay.
Keep it the tray here.
Alright. So, can we work at this angle so that everyone can see? We have this brush and we have butter. You can even take melted butter. This is quite softened butter. So what you need to do is you just need to brush your tray. Make sure you all don't leave the sides here, because generally what everyone ends up doing is leaving the sides. Yeah. Akansha, can you please help me with this?
Yes, I can do this.
Okay, just put it on the table, then we can show everyone.
I will finish this.
Yes.
People are asking you, can you tell them roughly the amount of ingredients you can take for this recipe?
Okay. Guys, if you all want the entire recipe, you'll have to come to Coco Cottage for a workshop, yes?
I am sure.
So just try, see how the recipe comes together. Alright, don't forget the edges, Akansha. Very nice. Akansha is doing a lovely job, yeah, today.
Thank you.
Your mom's going to be really happy.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
going to be happy that she doesn't have to clean up the mess after me. That's all. So, yay!
Okay.
So,
Can we see this tray? No.
yes.
Okay, so this tray you can see it's well buttered. You can see the sheen on the tray. Perfect. That's all we need. Okay. Now, next what we're going to do is work on the base. All right. So, Kansha, what you're going to do is take this. Okay. I'm going to add our ice. Okay. First, let me show them. This is the digestive biscuit base that we have. This is the icing sugar that we have. I'm going to add this to this. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a melted butter. Okay. Pransha, I want you to mix this well.
Okay. So
guys, whenever you're mixing, make sure you keep the aeration of the product in, okay? Do not press it. Do not try to do the cut and fold and like try to keep it light. Can I just show you what's cut and fold, Pransha?
yes,
Okay.
sure.
What I want you to do is cut and fold. Okay? Cut and fold. Cut. What happens is, because of this, the aeration of the product is there and you really don't want to like kind of settle the entire product down here. And guys, try measuring everything accurately because that is very, very essential, especially in a recipe which is so creative. Yes, Akansha, please you can go ahead.
So
okay.
I'm trying to cut it.
Yes.
And fold it.
Correct.
So cut it
and
fold it.
Brilliant. Okay. So we've got like a nice lump sort of a thing which is not really coming together that well, but it's also not falling apart. Can you just show everyone, please?
Yes. Look at this.
Can you all see that? Wait, we'll take it a little further. Can you all see this, guys? It's forming a lump. Okay, and that's what we need, yeah? Alright. So now what we're going to do is, we're going to take a tin, okay? And this will become the base. Okay? This becomes the biscuit base. Now guys, remember one thing. You don't want this thick base, okay? You want something which is absolutely thin. Guys, finesse is everything, okay? You want good finish. You don't want the product to be this thick and ugly, okay? One person eating a bite would want to eat a bite again, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our offset knife and I want you to just spread this evenly and make like a nice thin thing. Can you do that for me, please, Akansha?
Yes, I can.
Okay. It's so nice to put people to work, isn't it? Yeah.
I love doing that as well.
Yeah. Which is why I think it's really important to have hands-on workshops because they really help you understand. Demonstration is good, but it's only when you start working is when you realize how easy it is, isn't it?
So people, anybody who's wanting hands-on workshop in Mumbai, they can always contact Coco Cottage and they can come for a hands-on workshop. So we got one anyways today, so I don't have to come again.
No, you have to keep coming here again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you can tell me which other session you would like to see from Ruhee or anybody for that matter, and we try and arrange it for you.
That'll be lovely. That'll be nice. Okay, guys, till the time Akansha is doing this, let me discuss a few things with you all. Let's say, what are the components of a batter? Okay, whenever we make a batter, okay, for cakes, for cupcakes, for anything. So, what are the components of a batter? Okay, let's start off with fat. So, we have fat in form of your oil, your margarine, your butter. Okay, then we have your dry ingredients. We have your dry ingredients in form of flour, cocoa powder, your baking powder, baking soda. Okay, we have your wet ingredients. Your wet ingredients will be in form of your buttermilk, will be your milk, can be even soda water, or even plain milk. Okay, that's what we do in vegan cooking, right? We don't use animal-related products at all. So that's another genre. I think Akansha people would be interested in doing some nice vegan bakes. Guys, do leave a comment if you would want us to do some vegan bakes with you all. Yeah. Cookie cups. Okay, there's someone who's written cookie cups. Yes, we do cookie cups. And I have one here with me if you would want to see.
Wow, let's have a look at everything today. We've got Ruhee on hand.
Okay, I have this nice cookie cup. I don't know for people who must have seen online, I have posted a pic of this cookie cup. This is like a nice shot glass. And it is a red velvet cookie cup that I had done with cream cheese frosting. So yes, we can do some cookie cups as well. So guys, whatever you want to do, push in the ideas and we'll do it for you. Okay, recently we have got into high protein bakes, wherein we're doing high protein desserts and bakes as well. So if you guys are interested in that or even sugar-free desserts, please leave a comment and we'll get
Does
back to
this
you.
look like fine or does this look
Yes.
like a mess?
It's decent. We can make it more neater. Yes.
Yes, Divya, I will be showing the base after it's done. I am still struggling with it. This tells you I am not a baker.
Like, one thing, guys, I did not complete the theory that I was telling you all about. Okay. Now there's something called as an emulsifier. Okay, in your batter. What does these emulsifiers do? Is they help to get your fat and water contents together. Okay. Excessive fat or excessive water lets your batter split, and you don't want a split batter, right? Okay. So that's where your emulsifiers come in. Your emulsifiers are your egg. And in case of your eggless baking, we use milk maid as well. Alright, I hope I have cleared all your basics to baking, which you guys really need to know. Yeah. Even after the live session is over, and if you have queries, you can flood this space with all your comments, and we'll definitely get back to you with all of that.
And to the guys who are saying that the live is not working, you really need to check your internet connection as well, because sometimes with a little internet connection problem, the live does stop. So bear with us, guys. Even if you don't get to see the live, this video will be available on the page right after the live is over. So you can always come back to it anytime and watch it. And Ruhee's promised that she's going to look into the comments personally at the end of the day whenever she has time, and she will get back to you personally on each comment. So thank you very much, guys, for listening in to us for so long. And I think my tray looks decent, does
Yes,
it?
it does. But I just need to sort of get this a little more neater. Okay. Okay. Guys, what you need to do is you need to even out the biscuit base, because you don't want somewhere going too thick and somewhere it's going too thin. Yeah. Okay. Ideally, something like this, like an offset palette, really helps. Okay. Alright, Akansha, looks fabulous, yeah. You've done a good job. Lovely. Guys, with regards to bakery, I love what you do. Because more than you know your food knows you. So whatever is your state of mind will always show in this. See how neatly she's done it, yeah? This is wonderful, Akansha.
I am so proud of myself.
So am I. It's
Seriously,
brilliant.
I can't imagine myself baking so neatly.
Okay.
But thank you, Ruhee, for doing the finishing touches. And as Ruhee said, finesse is everything. So your finishing touch is everything.
Yes.
So you need to kind of, a person like me who's not patient enough would have never done that. So thank you, Ruhee. Thanks for it. And thanks for all the love which is coming in. So,
someone is saying macarons. Okay, what
we'll come back with macarons next time.
So what we're going to do is we're going to leave this tray aside for you. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to work on the cookie crumble. Okay. Now, guys, what happens is with your cookies, you never sort of like overwork with them. Okay. Now, the thing is that the quality of flour that we get here in India does not have very high gluten content, okay? And that is what you need, okay? You don't want a cookie to be chewy and terry and all that. You want the cookie to be chewy, but with this you need a crumble. You need something which is nice and crispy, okay? Now what happens is, because of the gluten is made of two things. One is a glutenide and the other is a gelatinide, okay? So one gives stickiness and the other gives elasticity. So what happens is, whenever you pour any kind of liquid in the flour, first it gets sticky, and then once you start kneading it and working on it, it becomes elastic. Now that's what you don't want with your cookies, right? You don't want your cookies to be going out and out and out, right? So what we do is, we try working very less or minimum as we can with our fingertips. Okay, that's the idea. Now remember, when we were discussing the basics of bakery, what we said that all the ingredients should be at room temperature. But with cookies, ideally we take cold butter, because your hands already have a lot of heat. So what you want to do is take cold butter, so that kind of balances the heat in the batter. Is that okay? So can we start with the cookie batter?
Yes, let's do that.
So what we're going to do is, we have this lovely bowl here, empty bowl. Okay, I'm going to chuck in our maida right now into this. It's a very simple, easy recipe. What you have to do is just throw everything inside, okay? Next, what we're going to put in is our icing sugar. Make sure it is sifted. Very, very essential. Okay?
So I am going to put this up here so that everybody can see.
Okay. The next thing that I would like to put in is our butter. What you have to do is just throw everything inside, okay guys? You don't want the recipes to be so elaborate that you don't end up baking it, yeah? You want something which is easy, simple, and quick. Alright. Next is our pinch of baking powder. Okay. Now what I want you to do is, no, you're not using that, sweetheart. You're going to keep it down. If you're going to hold it for me, I want to show you all the technique when you all work with cookies, yeah? So what you're going to do is work only with your fingertips, yeah? You get this?
Yeah. So only with the fingertips, you sort of melt the butter into the batter and make them into crumbles, basically.
This is how you want to work, right? I don't want people kneading it like a dough or something. That's not what we're looking at, yeah? If you have seen, I've not added choco chips right now because what will happen is, because of the heat, the choco chips will melt away and we will have a dual color cookie batter which we really don't want right now. So
somebody is asking, can you repeat the ingredients for the batter? So the ingredients are pretty simple. It's just maida, icing sugar, butter, and a little bit of baking soda. Baking powder. So a little bit of baking powder, maida, and icing sugar, and butter.
Okay,
so I am sorry guys that because the way the thing is sitting, I'm going to try and still see if I can get the table to be seen.
I think we don't do that. Okay. Oh yeah, much better.
Yeah? So hopefully you can see the table as well and see what Ruhee is doing.
Yeah, that's much better. Guys, can you all see me now?
Yes.
How many
yes.
We
have 142 viewers right now.
Not bad, guys. Not bad.
That's really nice, guys. That's great support for Ruhee. So, guys, you really need to put in your headphones and watch us. You can hear us better then. And we have so many people like saying yes, yes, yes. So, right. If your video is buffering, just stay with us. You will be able to see us at the end of it.
Are you all seeing how I've created this crumble? Can you see this?
To see this, it looks awesome. It really looks
nice. See from there. So we really don't want it to come together because the idea is not to have a cookie. Because if you have a cookie, then how do you cut it? Okay, you will end up breaking your brownie completely. Alright, so what we do is we make like a nice cookie crumble and push it on top. Alright, okay. I think there are a lot of people whom I know who are commenting, yeah?
Alright, nice, which is very nice, actually.
Yes, going through the fingers, that's right. Okay, can you all see this? Can you all see this, guys?
Yes, I can see it very well. We can see Ruhee doing it. Yep. So Ruhee, that's looking fantastic. So what do we do next?
Chuck in the choco chips now, please. Okay, guys.
There you go. See the choco chip.
So what we have done is, right now, we have made our biscuit base and we have done the cookie crumble. Now what we're going to start off with is the batter. That is the brownie batter that we are going to make, okay? I just need to quickly wash my hands. Alright, till then Akansha will speak to you all. I'll be back.
So, guys, I know you are sending in that you want other episodes as well. So, we promise you this entire month, we hope to feature many bakers. So, any one of you have a favorite baker in Mumbai or Pune, please let us know and we'll try and get them onto a live so that they can do a demo for you on a live. So let us know who are your favorite bakers in Mumbai or Pune and we'll try and get in touch with them and bring them to you. So we leave that decision on to you. The more number of likes or the more number of suggestions we get, we will approach that person first. So Ruhee is back.
Yes.
And she is ready to go with the next part. So let's get her going.
Alright guys, I like to clean my table before I would go ahead. Hello again. I'm going to clean everything before we go ahead because I don't like messy tabletops. Yes. So Kansha, you can just help me. We can just clear off a few things from here. Yep. All right.
So we've got a clean table now.
Can you all see? It's so clean, neat. All right. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead with the brownie batter. Okay. Akansha, what she's going to do is she's going to melt this dark chocolate for me. Alright, Akansha, can you go for 15 seconds on the microwave, please? Okay. So the chocolate is gone for melting. What we have is butter. Okay, I've taken salted butter. You can even take unsalted butter. But what I like is whenever you're making anything really sweet, salted butter helps you to cut through the sweetness, alright? So I prefer taking salted butter, which I have. Another thing that we have is icing sugar. Now you can either use caster sugar or you can use icing sugar. If you want your brownie to have a lovely crunch, you start using caster sugar. And if you want the brownie to be nice and gooey and soft, you're going to use icing sugar. Yes, sweetheart. No, for 15 seconds again.
So you do it twice for 15 seconds.
Guys, do not go all in, okay? It goes even with your life. Do not go all in. Take your time. Take one step at a time, okay? Alright. You need a spatula, sweetheart?
Yes. I will take the spatula. Now I can smell the chocolate in the room, you know.
See, the idea is, this is a one bowl and one whisk recipe. Okay? The idea is that your work should be so easy that you would want to come back to this. You would want to make more cookies. Yes? Okay, which chocolate am I using? Right now I'm using Mode. Okay? You can use pure chocolate, you can use a compound, no problem at all, guys. Whatever your desire, you can use. Yes?
You can have a look at the
I can't see from there, I have to go up there.
There you go.
Okay. Alright. Okay, which chocolate you're using? I just said I'm using Mode right now. Guys, you can use any chocolate, that's fine. Try using pure chocolate, works brilliant. Yes, yes. Okay, about sugar, I'm using icing sugar, guys. You can even use caster sugar, that's absolutely fine. Okay. Alright. Okay. Is the chocolate done? Okay. I'll take you through other ingredients as well. So we have maida here. Alright. You can use any regular maida. It doesn't have to be anything per se from any brand. Okay. But see, one thing you need to know about using flour is that it sucks a lot of moisture. And it completely depends upon how your maida is. So according to that, we are going to adjust the consistency with our milk. Okay. So sometimes, as per the recipe, you might see that you end up using more milk or more liquid, or sometimes you feel it's less. So always go very, very, very slow. So eventually, you know what consistency you want to get at. Yes? Okay, the Seema saying it's not audible. Brown, oh yes, you can use brown sugar. There's no hassle in using brown sugar. Yes, you can use brown sugar if you want to. Okay. In pressure cooker, ideally I wouldn't suggest this recipe because it requires dry heating. Yeah, you don't need any sort of moisture in that. So it's a big no-no. Hi Gina, I can see you. Alright.
Okay, so guys, this is done now. The chocolate looks yummy, doesn't it?
Yes. Okay, let us show them the consistency of melted chocolate. Guys, can you all see this? I don't want any lumps, yeah? In your chocolates, no lumps. See this. I think this is brilliant. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to chuck in our butter into our chocolate. Guys, always remember, it's only in your brownie recipe that your chocolate and your fat goes together. In all the other recipes, wherein you do the creaming method, you always add your fat and sugar. Right? Okay. So in brownie recipe, what we do is we take our butter and
chocolate together.
Okay. What she's also going to do is, just a minute. You see, this is a little difficult. Okay, it's really nice and thick. We don't want this. We want this to be a nice viscous liquid. So what you're going to do is, Akansha, you're going to melt this further for 15 seconds. Take Okay. Okay. Next, what we need is our vanilla essence. Guys, you can either use an extract or an essence, no problem. If you're using an essence, you need to use more. If you're using an extract, of course, the quantity does come down. All right. Okay, am I loud enough now, guys? Am I loud enough? Say yes. Can we see some comments here?
Yay!
Okay. I'll try to be as loud as I can. All right. So, guys, what we are going to do is, okay, I can see a lot of comment people, and it's lovely, guys. Thank you so much for all the love and support. I'm so glad that you guys are watching all this.
So, Zareen, thank you for saying that. Hope we don't get a sore throat. We really hope, but we're still trying hard. So, guys, bear with us. We're here with you for the rest of the afternoon. We still have an hour to go.
Really?
So, this is going to be awesome.
Okay.
So, should I do
Yes,
the
please.
mixing?
Now just let me show them the, see this. This is what I want.
The consistency, guys.
All right, mix it well for me.
Right. So, I'm gonna keep mixing it, and it's looking really nice.
Yes.
It's smelling nice as well. Now I know why all these people want to go to cookery shows, you know. It's the whole environment is so yummy that
Yes.
I can't wait to eat this. But I am trying to be on a diet and be good. So let's see how much we sustain.
Guys, please join a gym. Go dancing, go walking. Do something, okay? If you are in this world, trust me, you tend to put on a lot of kgs just by the fumes of it, okay? So, go running, alright?
Shall we go?
Now, next what I'm going to add in is a bit of a vanilla extract. Okay. Now, for people who want to do eggs, remember you're going to put in your eggs and vanilla extract together. Alright. What you can also do is you get this chocolate essence. That works better than vanilla essence. You can try that as well. With,
I just have to reply to this, but Crew Rajguru Patel just said that I look like Sonakshi, which is, thank you very much. A lot of people say that, but yeah, I take it as a compliment. So thanks a lot. You know. So let us get mixing with the vanilla essence, right?
Yes, yes. Let's get back to work, guys.
Yeah. I had my little bit of joy there.
I know. How wonderful. Alright. Next what we have is our icing sugar, which I have sifted, going in. Okay. Now, can you use the whisk, sweetie?
Yes, I can. So,
okay, what we can do is, can you keep this here?
Yeah. Okay, and then we have somebody asking, can we use vanilla powder instead of vanilla essence?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. No problem. No harm.
And somebody is saying that at times when we mix butter with chocolate, it separates.
Yes. Okay. Now, what happens is, the temperature of your butter and chocolate can sometimes lead to curdling of your chocolate. So what you need to do is, ideally, take your chocolate slab, chop it fine, put it for a good 15 seconds, remove it, put it for another 15 seconds. Then what you do is, take your butter at room temperature and do 15 seconds every time. So every time you push it in, remove it, mix it well. Okay? That's how you're going to do it. So it will not split. Don't go, again I'm telling you, don't go all in. Don't go for like with 30 seconds inside and wait to your glory. Remove it. Every 15 seconds, get it out, mix it well, that's
I
it.
think I ended up melting the chocolate for around 45 seconds.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, you know, it was 15 seconds and then it
Yes.
wasn't melted and then another 15 seconds.
The idea is to go slow till the time it melts completely.
So as Ruhee said, don't go all in.
Yes,
You know,
never go all in.
Never go all in. It leads to a lot of trouble.
Okay, I'm not getting there, but don't go all in. Alright. Next what you guys are going to do is add in your baking powder. Okay, I know I've said no to baking powder, but guys, this is an eggless recipe. I don't have a leavening agent like eggs here, so I will have to use my baking powder in my flour. Okay, and what I'm going to do is add this to the batter. I want to show you the consistency. Akansha.
Yes.
Okay, see this. Can you all see this? Just write a yes if you can. Okay?
Okay, we have Hina asking stupid question, but can we get the butter and chocolate together?
As in melted together is what you're asking?
I guess so. She hasn't come back, but yeah, can we measure in?
No, ideally chocolate takes more time to melt than butter. So what you're going to do is you're going to melt your chocolate first, and when it's in semi-liquid form, that's when you're going to add in your butter. Okay? Do not mix it together and put it in the microwave. Don't do that.
Okay, so we're ready with this. Now we're going to...
Now what we're going to do is we're going to chuck in our dry ingredients, which is our maida and baking powder.
Okay. Maida and baking powder.
Yes.
Okay. So do we do it slowly or we
You
just do it all in?
Guys, make sure that you have sifted it, yeah? Which we've already done prior to, during the prep.
When we did the behind the scenes video.
Yes.
I
hope you have seen the video, yeah?
That one is really fun, you know. That he was totally not prepared for it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let's just pretend she wasn't prepared about it. Shall we?
Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add milk to the batter. Okay. I don't know if people can actually see. Can you get this little ahead? Oh. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the wet ingredient, and we're going to ask her to give it a nice mix. Come on, Akansha, use your strength.
We have somebody saying two ladies cooking together. Difficult combo. Wow.
Really? Why don't they join us? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is it?
It was Abhishek who was saying two ladies cooking together. Tough combo.
Really?
So yeah, but we had great fun. You know, it's like. I know it's always these cookery shows are by, you know, all the guys and the maid chefs, and I don't understand why they can't have two female chefs.
Why not?
We should start our own cookery show, isn't it?
Why not?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do a cookery show with all healthy stuff, you know, your healthy bakes, your gluten-free bakes, what's it? Sugar-free desserts.
Maybe we can do it live.
Sounds good. And a lot better than Storified, yeah?
Yes.
Guys, this is still a bit thick. Okay, I want you to observe closely, guys. This is still a bit thick. Can you all see this? Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more of your milk.
So somebody saying is the milk cold or is it hot or warm?
No, it is at room temperature. Okay, do not use cold milk. It will reduce the temperature of the batter, which we really don't want because we've already added our baking powder to it. All right.
Okay. See, this is what happens when two ladies work. One makes the other do mehnat.
Okay. We really want to wait for comments, yeah? On women doing mehnat.
So, Preeti is asking in the meanwhile, you can answer the question that where are your classes?
Okay. So, Preeti, we take workshops at Andheri, Lokhandwala. We take over 65 courses for chocolate bakery and desserts. Everything is absolutely eggless. We do a lot of crossover bakes, which is one of it is Brookies. We're going to come up with a few more recipes. We do cookie cups. We do a lot of innovative stuff. We're going to soon start off with entremet, protein bakes, high protein bakes, gluten-free and sugar-free desserts. All the workshops are going to be post mid-June.
This is still very
No. You need to start moving it very, very quickly, yeah? Okay. Guys, you need to be very quick, yeah?
Tasneem is asking, do you have a cookie biscuit class? I think
yes,
we do.
Yes, we do a lot of such workshops, Tasneem, and hope we see you soon for these workshops. All the workshops are hands-on, guys, so they'll get to do it, okay? Guys, can you all see this? Can you all see the fudgy brownie batter that we have made? Yeah?
Wow, it looks lovely now.
You can see natural sheen to the batter. I don't know, can you see the sheen to the batter?
Yes, I can see the sheen to the batter.
So now what we're going to do is, we're going to use a nice piping bag, okay? And we are going to fill in our brownie. Guys, this brownie batter can be kept aside for not more than half an hour, okay? You're not going to keep it in the fridge, you're going to keep it at room temperature. Just in case you make the batter and you want to run somewhere or go somewhere, half an hour, that's it, okay? Not more than that.
Okay.
Which is still a decent time.
Yeah. Can I fill up item?
Of course you can. Of course you can. Okay.
I'm always excited to do that.
Now remember one thing, guys. These are disposable piping bags that we have. Okay. What I want you to do is get it over. Okay. And here is what we would fill.
So we have one very good question, that can we use a beater to mix this batter?
You can, but why do you need to? You can do it with your hands, yeah? It's a very quick process. Definitely if you're dealing in larger quantities, you can use a beater on medium speed, you should be good to go.
Okay.
Cool?
Alright.
Okay guys, what you can also do is, you can keep a nice glass or something, and you can just start like pouring the batter. You would need a glass.
Shall we have
This glass? Yes, you can just... Use this like this. Yeah. Guys, I hope the recipes have been very simple. Is there any that you have not understood? Please leave a comment. Yes?
I know we have a lot of ones saying please give the measurement, but for the measurements, guys, you will have to come to the class.
Okay. So what we're going to do is, with this glass, I'm going to push this down here.
So somebody's asking, can they just bake brownies with this recipe?
Oh yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Okay, so I get the way, you know, kids get to do it with a glass and everything.
Yes.
So
Should be fun, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Come on, start working. Lovely. Okay. So yes, this is how you guys are going to work.
I hope people can see.
Okay. Someone had asked for the tin size that I was dealing in. It is 15 centimeter by 17 centimeter, the tray size. Okay. Any more queries? Y'all can post in the queries. I'll be more than happy to answer them. That's it. Okay. Guys, always go very slow because you sort of don't want the heat of your hand to go to the bag and, you know, spoil the batter. Can I just handle this?
Yeah.
Now see. What you're going to do is push it down. Sorry, you can just push it down. You see the air up? Just press this and throw the air up and push it down again. Okay? Twist it, twist it, twist it. What you're going to do is take this off the tabletop. You don't want the plastic going in their food, yeah? So take it off the tabletop and cut it. Okay?
So Megha is asking, can she, you know, use her favorite brownie recipe instead?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can, sweetheart.
And Pooja is saying, babes, today the work surface is cleaned in all times. We all do mess around in the workshop, isn't it?
Who's it?
Pooja Joshi.
Hi Pooja, how are you? Yes, you can.
So can I type it?
Yes, I'll just show you once, guys, how to do it. Okay? Now, understand one thing, that you need to understand the thickness of your brownie. Okay? You don't want the brownie to be like too thick. Okay? Now, understand the ratio of 1:2:1. Okay? So you want that thin your lower layer, double the layer should be your brownie, and another thin layer of your cookie. Got it? Chalo, let's get started. So what I'm going to do is start off from the edge. I don't know, you guys can see over here?
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. Okay, see this. So what you can do is you can just keep piping the lines, okay? Now whenever you're handling your piping bag, I want you to start giving the pressure from here, yeah? See this. The pressure ideally comes from here. Okay, you're not going to press your fingers because after 2 minutes, you're not going to bake cookies anymore. Okay, so what you're going to do is twist it, and start giving pressure from here. I'll do just once
Have we
more.
put our oven on, by the way?
Oh no, it's already on, don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how Kansha is going to do this. Here you go. Very nice. Kansha, what I want you to understand is, Bacha, whenever you're working like this now, okay, I want you to sort of push this down and then twist it. Yeah? Yes. Very nice, very nice. Brilliant. Okay, now start making one line. Yes, Akansha is shivering a bit. Her hands are shaking. Come on, do it. No problem. Very nice. Very neat. Okay. Guys, make sure that even if you're baking for your family, your kids, anyone, make sure you believe in keeping that finish, that finesse. You know, just because you're baking for anyone who's friends and family just don't go about doing it, okay? Make sure you achieve there, you know. You really want your product to look very beautiful and just there. Very nice. Right. Brilliant. You're not going to put it flat, okay? I want this full gold to come. See. Hold the hand. Hold the hand. Okay? What I want you to do is, okay? Let me go first.
Yes.
She's going faster than you. Okay. What we're going to do is, now, right? See this. Okay, can you all see this? How I'm working with this, guys? Okay. Now make sure, guys, that whenever you are doing brookies, it is not very sweet. Okay. You don't want to end up eating something which is so sweet that you're going to take a second bite. You want something which is nice, soft, gooey, and really not that sweet. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to come to our cookie crumble, which is there. Any more questions that you can see, Kamshwa, that needs to be answered?
There's somebody saying, Ruhee, take me as your assistant. Trupti, please. It's a very nice job. I love doing it.
Come over. It will be a pleasure. Come. Okay. No, guys.
So, somebody's asking that hope we get to watch this video again. Yes, guys, this video will be available on the page right after the session. So, please do watch it. So, let's have a look. What do we do next?
Now, what I'm going to do is, if you see this is not as neatly done, right? Okay. So, what you're going to do is spread it evenly. Again, take your offset knife, and what you're going to do is very gently.
Lavisha is asking why are you putting your batter like this?
Okay, just for your evenness. Okay, so that you get an idea or a judgment. Okay. Now, suppose if you've been baking over a period of time, you really don't need to do this. What you can do is just pour the batter and start working with it. But what will happen is, if you start working too much with it, you might end up dismantling your biscuit batter or the biscuit layer which is done, and you don't want to work too much on it. So the idea is to spread it nicely, and then using an offset knife, what you're going to do is, with your palette knife, you're just going to spread it.
So we have a lovely comment on your new uniform that most of the uniforms seen by Jyoti are mostly white, but she's saying that your black with orange border looks very attractive and appealing, you know. So I'm sure Ruhee is very happy because she's been so excited about this uniform. Like her first thing was, Akanksha, wait, let me go and change into my uniform. So, you know, I am sure she loves this comment right now.
Yes, thank you so much. The thing is, it just matches my logo and I wanted something that would represent that. So if you see closely, it's dark chocolate brown. And yes, it is just to match the logo of the company. But thank you so much. That's really, really sweet of you to observe that. Thank you. Okay. So now, for people, have a look. You see how evenly it's done? You see it's not very thick. Can you see the thickness from the side of the pan? That it is a very nicely, thinly done batter, okay? You really don't want it thick. Again, remember 1:2:1 is the ratio that we're looking at. Right?
Okay. So we have 200 viewers on right now.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much, guys, for all the love and support.
Can I pour this?
Of course you can, sweetie. I'll just show you how this is done. So now you guys remember this? This is our, write it there. What is it? This is our what? Tell me, what is this?
This is our cookie crumble.
Very nice. So what we have done is we've already added choco chips to it. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to.
So we have one question that when you make this batter, it is a little loose, but now it is thick. How come?
Yes. Because what happens is your flour, it sucks all the moisture. Okay, so it becomes nice and thick, and that's how it's supposed to be. Alright, you don't want it too liquidy or too flowy. You want a nice fudgy brookie, right?
Yes.
Okay, now what you're going to do, Akanksha, is, see, you're going to up aise kaam karoge. Go very light, okay? I don't want this thick layer of cookie crumble. Okay. I want a very nice thin layer of cookie crumble. Come on, go. Nice. Sweet.
So can we not use like a sprinkler or something?
No, you don't need to. Guys, try working with your hands. Give some good flavor. And nothing like working with your hands here. All of those things can be done. The true flavor is when you start working with your hands. Trust me.
So you have lots of questions, Ruhee.
Yes.
People are loving you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for this lovely love which you've shown towards Ruhee on Storified. So keep tuned in, keep telling us what more do you want us to bring from Ruhee to you. So we can show you a few more demo videos and you might love it. And we'll keep it going that way. So keep commenting, send us a message if you really want us to feature someone. Even, you know, the other thing which I'm going to say is when you see this video on your left hand side, you find a live subscribe button. So please click that like subscribe button so next time when we are live you can see us straight away. So please subscribe us live and help us grow and help the baking community as well.
Yes. It's all about coming together, guys. So support whoever baker is there on board with Storified. Support them, give them all your love because we are all out here to help you achieve your dreams. Yes, to make you really good at what you all do and to inspire you to innovate.
And guess what? Tonight we will be releasing Ruhee's story on the website. So it's www.Storified.me. So like I was reading it this morning and I could tell you that I was just so happy to write about it.
Because I myself, I don't know what it is. But I'm looking forward to it, yeah.
So it's going to be on www.Storified.me. So guys, do check it out. And we have a lot of people saying healthy bakes, gluten-free, sugar-free, please. And we will do that.
We'll do it, guys.
Somebody's saying, should we be wearing gloves when we're doing this?
Please. Yes, you can if you want to. I'm okay right now. Okay.
We have washed our hands before.
Yes,
so
we have. We have sanitized our hands. We have washed our hands. And yes. Okay. Guys, one more thing that I want you all to see is what I'm doing. Can you just hold the tray from there, please, Akansha?
Yes.
Don't hold it in the center.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to just press this very gently, guys. I'm not pushing it. Just like going very, 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 very gently patting it. Okay. Now the idea is because it's a crumble, if it doesn't set in, it's going to break. And you don't want to sort of have too many things breaking around. Okay. You want it to be nice and intact. Yeah. So what you're going to do is gently pat it. Yeah. Not really pressing it too much. Yes. Alright guys, so now we are done. What we're going to do is we're going to bake this at 140 degrees Celsius for about 30 minutes, okay? And our brookies will be ready. Okay, so let me just go and push this in the oven. Kansha,
okay.
Allow me to do this, guys. I'll be back.
So while Ruhee's put that in the oven, now we can actually start to grill her with more questions. So once she's back putting it in the oven, I'm going to go wash my hands and we're going to start taking questions. So guys, get your questions shooting to Ruhee because now she can answer them very well. She will be individually looking at each question and we'll be doing that. So Ruhee is now going to come back. So as I keep saying, guys, like, subscribe. See the button on the top on your left hand side. So like, subscribe please, like, subscribe and help us grow. Like the page, go visit our website www.Storified.me and keep checking the lovely stories. And tonight Ruhee will be up so you can read Ruhee's story of how she became a baker. And it's a really fun story. Trust me, you know, it's a very fun story. So Ruhee, off to you. So you can start with all the questions now.
Hello, I'm back.
Here are your questions.
Right, so we have a list of questions. Yep. Okay, please share your recipe. Or better have a class in Delhi. Guys, I would love to come to Delhi. If any of you all can arrange a lovely group for me, I would love to come down to Delhi and teach you guys. So anyone who's online or in any other city, please get in touch with us. Yes, thank you so much. Okay. Okay, thank you. Someone is saying I'm looking damn cute in this black and orange coat. Oh, lovely. Thank you so much for seeing all the posts and for liking it. I'm delighted to meet all of you all. And I know this has been like the first appearance that I'm having. And yes, I'm super excited. Thank you so much. Okay? Okay, can you show us the cookie cups? So what we're going to do is, Akanksha, we're getting a lot of requests. So we'll request Storified.me if they can help us with some more demos, and we will definitely get back to you with cookie cups. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So probably that's something we can do once Ruhee is free again, which will probably be in June.
Yes.
Once she's back from a holiday, and then we can do, an awesome cookie cup session.
Definitely. Well, I do need a holiday. Been working very hard. And once I'm back, we're going to be doing a lot of more sessions because it's going to be more of a work break for me. I'm going to go and learn a lot of things and I'm going to come back. So hopefully, yes. Okay. Okay. Is it possible to do? Divya is asking, is it possible to do in a normal baking tin rather than loose bottom one? Sweetheart, remember one thing. Now with the loose bottom pan, what happens is when you kind of push it from beneath, the entire cookie, the entire brookie will be intact. Okay. Now when you do it in a regular tin, you will have to sort of do it upside down, and you might end up crumbling all the cookies. So you really don't want to do that. Another idea, what I can teach you do is, Alamshi, if you can just pass me, I'll show you a small trick, which most of the home bakers can do this. If you all want to invest in a tin like this, that's absolutely fine, okay? I'll show you a small trick. I'm sure all the students will know this word jugaad that I always teach them, okay? So the idea is this, okay? What you can do is you can take a Swiss roll tin, you can have a ring, okay? You can see it's dessert rings that you get. You can butter it, put some maida, like dust it with maida, and you can directly do these, okay? I have baked these and I have kept. So what you can do is you can just lift it and your brookies would be ready. All right. Okay, next we have Palak. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Oh, thank you so much, guys. I'm glad I'm looking good in the chef's coat. Yeah. I'm loving all the comments that I'm getting here. All right. Okay. Okay, Gargi, I would love to meet you too. I hope I get to see you often. Get to see you soon. And yes, and then see you often. Pooja Joshi, all time. Okay, we're not getting there now, Pooja. Okay, thank you, Preeti. Thank you so much. Okay, there's one more question. Yes, you do need precise measurements. I'm sorry I can't help you much, Anju, with this because this is a demo that we are doing with Storified. But definitely if you come to the workshop, I would love to see you and teach you this personally. Yeah? Thank you so much. Any more questions, guys? Okay, thank you, Melissa. I can see you enjoying the video. Okay. We're waiting for this to sort of bake. Guys, you can ask me questions related to anything. It can be chocolates, it can be some desserts. I'm absolutely open to any questions that you would like to throw at me. Yes? Okay. Okay, guys, since we are doing crossover baking, let's do this. Let's make it very interactive and fun for all of you all. Since we have this beautiful platform where we can discuss, you see there are a lot of chefs abroad who are getting into this crossover baking. I'm sure you all must have heard of cronuts, wherein that's a combination of a croissant and donut. Okay, there is a recent combination that I saw of a French macaron and a donut. Okay, and that was again very interesting. Guys, the idea is to come up with these interesting stuff. The idea is to sort of go back to the basics that you all know and to sort of explore in yourselves, of late I discussed this with the group, that why don't you think of doing something like a milfoi and a tiramisu, wherein you have layers of milfoi and you have the tiramisu going in between. So the thing is that you can combine two desserts and they're coming together so beautifully well. So the idea is you take two individual products and make it into a third completely new different product. Okay. Now the idea is when you are doing this, you really need to see or look into the texture, into the flavors. Okay, you don't want it overly sweet. Ideally, something like a crunch with something very gooey would go really, really, really well. Okay. Can we have some ideas coming in here in the comment section?
We have a question that says, what's the best chocolate to use?
Okay. Right now you do get Calibu, and you can use Calibu pure chocolates. They're really nice. They do come in different cacao percentages and in different origins that you get. So you can see by yourself what you like. Yeah. See, guys, always remember one thing. Find your own flavor. Okay. That's the idea. Okay. Because you need to see for yourself what you like. Okay. You cannot serve or put in a dish to someone that you don't like to eat. So see for yourself what is your flavor palette. See what works in the Indian market, okay? Because that is completely different than market abroad. All right. So see what goes. See what is commercially viable also for your business if that's what you're looking at.
So lovely question. Choco chip cookies turn out soft. How to make them crunchy? Does baking powder in the cookie dough make it soft?
Well, I'll tell you something. I need to see the recipe for this because it's all about balancing the recipe and the time and temperature of your baking, you know. So, and also the size of it that you make because higher the surface area, less the baking it needs. Less of the surface area, more baking it needs. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay, that's my video going on live as well. Okay. Okay, so, alright, I've got something very interesting here. Red velvet crepe cake with cream cheese filling. I think, true, that would be amazing, yeah. I think that's a very lovely thing that you've come up with. Very, very innovative. Okay, now someone's asked me, Reshmi has asked me that any important thing not when you substitute maida with wheat flour, or ideally which kind of recipes is suitable. Okay, now what happens is, guys, whenever you are dealing with any kind of flour, apart from your maida, there are a lot of other angles that you need to look at in terms of balancing it. Okay, now you need to see how heavy a flour is. Ideally, if y'all are okay, then what y'all can do is immediately substitute a 50-50. In the sense, if I'm telling you 100 grams of maida, substitute 50 grams of maida and 50 grams of whole wheat, and y'all will be easy to go. But suppose if y'all want to work in the ratio of 3:1, then you'll have to start upping your baking powder a bit because you want it to be nice and fluffy. Ideally, one more very important thing that you guys can notice when you're working with any other kind of flour apart from your maida, try using hot water. Not like too hot, not like lukewarm, but somewhere there, okay? Because hot water will help you really rise very, very, very quickly. You can try using that. It really, really helps, yeah? Okay. Okay, red velvet brookies. Yay! Yes, we can do red velvet brookies. So what we can do is we can have a nice biscuit layer. We can do a red velvet brownie. And on top we can do a cream cheese cookie layer. Brilliant, brilliant. They were really, really nice. Okay. Indira, okay. Indira, can you hear me now? Am I loud enough?
Indira and Sandeep, you might have to put your headphones on. The audio tends to be good once you put your headphones on. So please put your headphones on, you'll be able to hear us. So, you know, now coming back to the questions, so Swati is saying her oats cookies do not turn out good in taste. Can you suggest something while cooking with oats in baking?
Okay, what you can do is you can add some spices, you can add some raisins. What I do is I add a little bit of cinnamon powder and it turns out yum. Okay, you can try doing that. Sultanas, ideally not raisins, sorry, you can add sultanas. They work really well with oats. Yes.
Okay, so we've got a few questions at the back.
Okay,
is luster dust edible?
Please check it with the company. Yeah. Please look into the ingredient section, and because it depends from company to company, and yeah, please check it. Check for food graded. Okay. Yes. Okay. Kavita is asking, do you put cocoa powder in red velvet because it makes the color dull and not red enough? What you will do is, yes, you will put your cocoa powder, because if you just keep adding your red color, what will happen is, A, you're not going to get the desired color. B, you're going to keep on adding so much of color that your batter will actually turn bitter. and you might go off your recipe with the liquid also because you're going to add too much of liquid. So ideally add in a cocoa powder. It gets you to a nice color, and then add red color. So the idea is your red color will also go a little less.
Okay, we have Devil asking that, well, I have a query. If I was to bake a tiramisu brownie eggless, what can I do for the tiramisu layer?
That's a very interesting thing. You know what you can do is you can add coffee powder to your tiramisu, to your brownie layer. You can add coffee powder to it and make it like a nice coffee chocolate sort of a theme. You can do that.
Sapna is saying that her cookies get hard. What could be an issue?
Over baking. Okay. Understand how much you want to bake, and yeah, that's the only thing you'll have to look into. So now you know what, sweetheart. Whenever you're asking me direct questions, a lot of things go in the recipe, you know, which I haven't seen. So if at all you can show me the recipe, I might also be able to tell you maybe the balancing of your recipe is incorrect. Okay?
Okay. We have a lovely question in the back which says, lovely demo, Ruhee. One question for you. What exactly is a French entremet? Is it some kind of a cake?
Yes, it's a cake-based dessert that you get. Okay, so we'll get back to it when we actually do the entire thing. We will give you as much information as possible. Yeah.
So we might do a demo about it.
That'll be better. That'll be better. Because what happens is there's so much of history to it that me merely just saying it won't do justice to what it is. So we can have a session on French entremet. Yeah?
So Rajshri is asking, what temperature should we ideally bake cookies at?
Okay. Who was that? Rajshri.
Rajshri,
you don't want to smile or laugh if I tell you this, okay? You need to know your oven like how you would know your boyfriend or your husband, okay? You need to handle it really well and with a lot of caution, okay? See, the idea is you need to understand A, where you want to place it. In the top rack, middle rack, or the bottom rack. B would be the time and temperature. You need to understand which coils run faster. Is the top coil running faster or the below coil running faster? Okay, so these are the things that you need to take care of. I believe with what I have, Murphy Richards, 140 to 150 works absolutely brilliant at the lowest rack. Okay, now understand one thing, that even with the changing weather conditions, this changes. Okay, in the sense during winters, I tend to work at 160. During summers, I tend to work a little at 150, 140. So depending on what is the degree that you're working at, you need to sort of work up and down, you know. Also depends on the temperature of the room. So there are a lot of things that you need to take care of, like, you know. But I think the more you start working with it, the more better idea you will have.
We have Devil asking that, how do you use mascarpone cheese?
In what?
In what, Devil? So we'll get back to that question. So then we have a question that, which baking powder is best in India?
Which baking powder is best in India? Look, I source it from the local guy who I get it. So more about, see, what you need to focus on is the freshness of the baking powder. Okay, so you can go to any brand there, any brand that's available, which is good. But the idea is to get fresh baking powder. Yeah?
Deepika is asking, what do you really mean by balance in the recipe?
Okay. Now the balance is, Deepika, if you would have tuned in before, I spoke about the batter, the elements which make up the batter, that is your fat, dry ingredient, wet ingredient, to your emulsifiers. Now when I mean balance in all these four formats. Anything going up and down will disrupt your recipe to another level, okay? So when I say balance, I mean your fat to your dry, to your wet, to your emulsifiers that you need.
Okay. So, Devil is asking that, how do you use the mascarpone cheese on the tiramisu brownie layer?
On a tiramisu brownie layer. Okay, who's that?
Devil.
Devil, what you can do is, if you know how to make a blondie, try incorporating your mascarpone cheese with your blondie and make a nice, I think, were you the one who was asking about the tiramisu? Is he the one? Okay. So what you can do is you can have your coffee and your chocolate brownie level down. You can have a blondie and cream cheese level on top. And that's how you can do your tiramisu brownie. Yeah, that's how you can do it. It'll be really yum, yeah?
Wow.
Interesting, yeah? See, this is what I like, you know, when people really come up with these ideas. It really inspires me to. Thank you so much, yeah, for asking this question.
We have Trupti asking, which is a good cocoa powder brand.
Who?
Trupti.
Trupti. Okay. Trupti, you can actually go and look up for yourself. You can use Hershey's, no problem. There are locally sourced cocoa powders also. But what I suggest is do a small recipe. What you need to do is you need to see the bitterness of that. You know, once you understand the bitterness, then you can tweak your recipe up and down with that. So yeah. But I think you can go with Hershey's, no problem.
Okay. Sapna is saying, can we bake eggless cream cheese cake?
Yes, you can. Trust me, there's nothing on this earth that you cannot do eggless, okay? So this was the problem, you know, when I've been abroad and when you train under a lot of chefs, the first thing that they do is they work with eggs, okay? Now the thing is, when I came back in, I saw that all the recipes, like most of the Indian market is eggless, you know? So then you sort of go down and then, you know, you redo the recipes and all, but trust me, anything can be worked and can be done eggless, yes.
Fun question. How do we make cream cheese at home? It's too expensive outside.
Okay, who's that person? Get in touch with me, I'll help you out.
Pankti, so get in touch with her or maybe we can get you a demo.
Yes.
So yeah.
What else? Anything else?
So like, subscribe guys, like, subscribe to get more demos, like, subscribe. It's on the left here, right at the top of this video.
Yes.
Okay, so can we make efforts macaroons?
What macarons?
Efforts macaroons.
Do you mean eggless macaron? Yes, you can make an eggless macaron.
Okay, so there are some compliments for you, Ruhee, that you're doing an awesome demo and you're super cute and energetic person.
Thank you so much.
And Divya is asking that the other day she heard a nutritionist saying that baking powder contains aluminium in some form. Is it true?
It does. It does. These things are contaminated now. So ideally, if you can find something organic, that'll be brilliant. Yes, these things happen.
Okay. Savna is saying, what is the role of baking soda in the eggless cakes? I personally don't like to use it in my cake.
Okay. So now, guys, remember, generally with your eggless recipes, you will always see baking powder and baking soda. Okay. Now, baking soda is more harsher than your baking powder. So what you do is, if you want to make your baking powder, you will take your baking soda and cream of tartar and make your baking powder. Now your baking soda essentially needs an acid to activate, okay? Which your baking powder is fine. Even if you don't have an acid, that's fine. It activates by itself. Got it? But so what was the question? But she doesn't want to use it for her cakes. Unfortunately, with eggless recipes, you will need to use some soda to sort of balance the recipe. So I don't know how much you can work out with that. Yeah.
Okay, everybody's saying we all want cream cheese recipe. We'll try getting you a demo.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that, guys. So why don't we do something? Why don't we do like a cream cheese something with? Okay, we'll come up with something cream cheese. Yeah. Just not cream cheese. It's very boring. Yeah. Just
like we make cream cheese and then use it in some recipe.
Yeah. I mean, let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah. So there's something somebody saying that her cookies turn black from bottom. And I don't why, even though it's on low temperature.
Now, Sonali, sweetheart, what you're going to do is you're going to start baking on the top shelf. What happens is your foils below are running, they get heated up too quickly. So try going on the higher shelf and try reducing the temperature. You should be good to go. Another thing that you can do is, another tip that you can do is, you know, you get this crumbling tray. You can just put the crumbling tray in the bottom. So what happens is, it takes a lot of temperature below. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay, so what you can do is, you can put one more tray below so that it does not directly affect your cookies, yeah? And you can put the cookies in the topmost rack.
Okay, yes. So we have Sohail actually asking, where is the address of the workshop sessions? So Sohail will be putting the address at the end of this video on the top for her workshops and where to contact Coco Cottage, so you guys can get in touch and come and work with Ruhee, learn to do the things. So do check it out, Sohail at the top. So
there was something on chocolates which I missed. Okay, someone is asking me, once chocolates are made, my chocolate becomes sticky and loose. Okay, if you're talking about pure chocolates, Dibani, then probably you've not tempered it well. Okay, so you need to understand the process of tempering really well before you get to this. If you temper it well, shouldn't be a problem, yeah?
So lovely question here. Megha is asking that if I make brownie in cooker, what should I put between the vessel and the cooker base? I've heard sand sometimes. Is that true?
You know what? Ideally with brownies, you don't want them to, you want them dry, but also you want them gooey. Okay, so ideally I would say dry baking. Baking in an OTG would be an ideal thing, sweetheart. So if you can just bake in an OTG, I'll be very happy.
Gina, this is for you. Now that you've said that you've been drooling over them enough, like I want you to drool a little bit more. Yes. I know I'm being mean, but that's all mine.
So what we can do is, we can, oh, you're welcome. Okay, I'm getting some lovely comments, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is beautiful. You know, I think this is one of the best experiences I've had.
We have one lovely question, Ruhee. That can we bake eggless choco lava cakes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes.
Okay. So, guys, we didn't actually realize that we're nearly coming to the end of 1.5 hours. And we just have to wait till the Brookies. Do you think they will bake now?
Can I just check?
Yes.
They have more 5 minutes to go. Yeah?
Okay, so we'll wait sort of till the Brookies break.
What I'll do is, guys, I'll show you all. Suppose if you're like dealing with this ring, then how you all can go about with it. It's just like
so Lavisha is asking, did you keep cookie crumble in the fridge before use? So Lavisha, I can tell you no. We just left it at room temperature.
But that's because our AC was on, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. If you don't have your AC on, I would suggest that you all please push it in the fridge.
Put it in the fridge so that it doesn't go bad. And we have another question that please conduct a session on chocolates also, chocolate tempering and all.
I would love to, guys. We can do that. Yes.
And Devani is saying that I had used Morday compound, so no tempering required, but still gets droplets on the surface or loses its shine. So if any tip, do let me know.
Very few things that you need to take care of is once you have pushed in, you have poured in your chocolate, do not let it sit in the fridge for too long. Okay, once you see the frostedness, you see the chocolates are set, you can demold them immediately. Okay. Second thing is try keeping your AC on because you gradually want to get that temperature down. Okay. Even you as a person, if you have plus or minus 10 degrees, you will also start sweating. There will be condensation. Similarly with chocolates, they will also have condensation on them. Ideally, what you can do is immediately as they are set, make sure that the AC is on in the room, demold, and get the temperature gradually down, and you will not have a problem. Yes. And make sure your utensils are absolutely clean because chocolate is fat-based. You cannot have any kind of water droplet, nothing. Make sure it's absolutely clean and dry.
Okay guys, we have a question saying that can you guys view the video again? Yes, it will be available on this page. So at the end of the live session, you'll be able to view it. So don't worry, you can always go back and have a look. And Ruhee, there is a request for you to take a workshop in Pune.
I would love to come to Pune, guys. Make a nice group. Let me know. I will definitely come down. Me and Akansha will come down for a small vacation.
Yes.
That.
Yeah, we have got a lovely place in Pune. So they're saying, can we keep cookie tray directly on turntable in convection baking, or should it be kept on the stand or rack?
Ideally, keep it on the stand or a rack. What happens is, it is after it's been cooked.
I think after it's been cooked, yeah.
Now see, after it's been cooked, you ideally would want to keep it on a rack because you don't want the moisture coming from below, because then your cookies will become soggy. Okay, so if there is a stand or a rack, then there is a lot of air passing through, so you have no moisture in the cookies, yeah? Okay.
So, guys, thank you for these lovely questions. We have another question saying, you can even take a workshop in Kochi.
Yes, I will come to Kochi. Next, I will come to Kochi. Form a lovely group. If not, find a good studio for me. I will be there in your city.
So, Lavisha said that you said bake on lower rack. Can't it burn at lower?
That's what I said, sweetheart. That you need to understand your oven. For me, the lowest rack works. Maybe for you, it doesn't work. So आपको देखना पड़ेगा कि so what you do is probably you can make a small batch. Maybe just make 2 cookies and see whether the lowest rack, the medium rack, or the top rack suits you. Okay, you can do that.
So we have again